Welcome back to Primetime News and a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com. Up first this evening, the country continues to record worrying COVID-19 numbers. According to the Ministry of Health, as at February 14, there were 270 cases. The death toll has now reached 378.
Is inching closer to yet another troubling milestone as the number of coronavirus cases continues to climb. There are 270 new cases recorded on February 14, bringing the nationwide total of confirmed cases to 19,305. If the current trend continues, the country could reach the 20,000 mark in a matter of days. Last year, health officials projected that over 1 million Jamaicans could get the coronavirus. The Ministry of Health has been insisting, however, that with the current intervention programs, the number could be less. Yet, there's still concern that some citizens are not taking the virus seriously. This is reflected in the increased number of cases island-wide. And here's what the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Jacqueline Besesa Mackenzie, said last week about the age groups of those being infected.
You can see that the number of cases are in fact rising in all the age groups. The first chart would be the 0 to 17 years, where we can see that the numbers are going up. Interestingly to note that the numbers are, in fact, that peak is actually higher than the peak that we had before in September. But certainly in keeping with what is happening in the rest of the country, when you look at the other age groups, the 18 to 39 years group, you will see that the numbers are going up as well as the 40 to 59 and, of course, the over 60. So all age groups, we are seeing an increase in numbers.
There are also more than 19,000 people in home quarantine. 5 are at a facility. Also, there are 6,096 active cases. And while they're spread across the country, the Ministry of Health lists Mandeville, Hopewell Hanover, Old Harbour and Greater Portmore in St. Catherine, Waitabit Trelawney, Linstead in St. Catherine, Constant Springs St. Andrew, Spanish Town Central, Spalding, Clarendon and Christiana Manchester as the top 10 communities with the most active cases. Meanwhile, the country recorded 4 deaths on February 14, bringing the death toll to 378. There are 2 females aged 99 and 86 years old from Trelawney, a 78-year-old man from Kingston and St. Andrew, and a 59-year-old man from Portland. According to the Ministry of Health, based on the trend, the country's case fatality rate is at 2%. This works out to be 13.3 people dying from COVID per 100,000 people in the population. In the coming days, Jamaica will receive the first batch of the AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. It's expected that the immunization will slow the spread of the virus. But with only 16% of the population being targeted in the first phase of the national vaccine program, flattening the curve will depend on the level of compliance to the health protocols by the other citizens.